Dame Judi Dench, the indomitable force of stage and screen whose career spans 7 decades of Shakespearean sonnets and cinematic symphonies, has once again proven her capacity for nuance in the face of controversy. In a recent conversation that delved into the shadows of Hollywood's past, the 91-year-old icon addressed her long-standing association with Harvey Weinstein, the disgraced producer whose empire crumbled under a torrent of allegations. With the measured grace that has defined her portrayals from Queen Elizabeth in Shakespeare in Love to the acerbic M in James Bond, Dench articulated a stance rooted in her Quaker faith: forgiveness as a personal pilgrimage, not a public pardon. "I imagine he's done his time," she ventured, her words a quiet thunderclap in a storm that has raged since 2017. This isn't denial or deflection. It's a widow's wisdom, earned through loss and laced with the empathy that has made her a beacon for complicated truths. To understand Dench's perspective, one must trace the threads of her professional tapestry, where Weinstein was both warp and weft. Their collaboration began in the late 1990s, a fruitful alliance that birthed Oscar Gold and box office alchemy. Shakespeare in Love, the 1998 romp that snagged 7 Academy Awards including Best Picture, was their maiden voyage. Dench as the wry monarch, Weinstein as the maverick financier who championed her cameo into a career-defining triumph. She clinched her own supporting actress Oscar for a mere 8 minutes of screen time, a testament to her alchemy of authority and wit. From there, the partnership flourished. Chocolate, in 2000 sweetened the pot, Iris, in 2001 delved into literary depths, and Philomena, in 2013 reunited her with Steve Coogan in a tale of maternal quest that earned her another nomination. Weinstein's Miramax and later the Weinstein Company weren't just studios. They were launchpads for Dench's late-blooming Hollywood ascent, amplifying her from Royal Shakespeare Company stalwart to global grande dame. Yet, as allegations surfaced in the New York Times exposé of October 2017, detailing decades of harassment and assault by over 80 women, Dench's world, like many, tilted. Her initial response was visceral, horrifying. She deemed the offenses, offering wholehearted support to survivors and sympathy to the scarred. No personal encounters tainted her ledger, a fortune she acknowledged with humility. "Whilst there is no doubt that Harvey Weinstein has helped and championed my film career for the past 20 years, I was completely unaware," she clarified, her statement a bridge between gratitude and grief. In the #MeToo aftershocks, Dench navigated the chasm with candor, telling The Guardian in 2021 that her memories remained untarnished by his crimes. "He was always completely charming," she recalled of their interactions, dinners, deals, the banter of collaborators. "Perhaps I was lucky, but that's all I know." It was a refrain of innocence preserved, not ignorance indulged. Weinstein's legal odyssey has been a spectacle of its own. Convicted in New York in 2020 for rape and assault, only for the verdict to be overturned in 2024 on technical grounds, paving the way for a retrial. In California, a 2023 guilty finding on similar charges netted a 16-year sentence, though appeals loom. Throughout, he has protested innocence, his representative lauding Dench's recent remarks as a nod to her extraordinary influence on his path. "I am here for something I did not do," he insisted, a claim that clashes with the chorus of testimonies from Rose McGowan to Gwyneth Paltrow. Dench, aware of this cacophony, treads lightly, her interviewer noting the clearly very painful undercurrent. For her, forgiveness isn't absolution for the acts but a release for the soul, a Quaker tenet of reconciliation over retribution. "To me it's personal forgiveness," she emphasized, her voice a velvet glove over an ironclad ethic. This stance invites scrutiny, as it must in an era demanding accountability. Dench's words don't erase the wreckage, the silenced voices, the shattered trusts, the seismic shift #MeToo wrought on an industry long overdue for reckoning. Yet, they humanize the fallout, reminding us that complicity comes in gradients, unwitting allies ensnared in a web not of their weaving. Dench's career, a mosaic of matriarchs from Mrs. Brown to Skyfall, has always explored power's dual edges, benevolent and brutal. Her Weinstein reflections echo this, parsing charm from predation without excusing the latter. "I knew nothing untoward about him at all," she affirmed, underscoring the veil of normalcy predators don. "Nor was I warned. So of course I can judge him. But I never experienced that other side." Beyond the headlines, Dench's commentary underscores broader reckonings. Hollywood's consolidation of power, the blind spots of privilege, these are the fault lines she illuminates, not to defend but to dissect. Her advocacy for victims persists. In 2018 she backed Time's Up initiatives, In recent years she's mentored young actresses on navigating the now reformed waters. At 91, post-macular degeneration and the 2023 loss of partner David Mills, Dench's lens is sharper for suffering spectrum. "I feel very acutely for the people who weren't so lucky," she said, a lament that honors the asymmetry of fortune. As Weinstein's saga grinds on, retrials, incarcerations, inevitable appeals, Dench's voice cuts through as a call for complexity. Forgiveness, in her Quaker creed, is no free pass but a personal emancipation, freeing the forgiver from bitterness's bonds. It doesn't negate justice's pursuit or survivor's scars. It coexists, a quiet counterpoint. For Dench, whose Alleluia and blithe spirit revivals affirm her undimmed fire, this is but another role, the elder statesman weighing legacies with wisdom's scale. In a culture craving black and white verdicts, she offers gray's grace, proving that even icons grapple, grieve, and grow. Her story with Weinstein isn't closure but continuation, a chapter in an ongoing epic of empathy amid enormity.